I need new music.
Discover new music now. JJO.
Madison Solid Rock 94.1 JJO. It's time to discover new music with Jelly Roll here on JJO. We are very excited. This artist obviously been around for a while, but really starting to see that kind of meteoric rise. We saw the first single, Dead Man Walking. You can hear that on JJO. The current single out right now, Son of a Sinner, off the latest album, Ballads of the Broken. Do you prefer Jelly? Jelly Roll, Mr. Roll, JR, what's the best name to call you?
I've been known to answer to asshole.
We'll see how this interview goes. Maybe that's what it'll be at the end. That's what it'll be at the end.
No, I answer anything. My mother calls me Jelly. So yeah, Jelly, any of that works, man.
Was Jelly Roll bestowed upon you by your mom?
She called me Jelly Roll when I was a kid, and I spent the rest of my life trying to grow into the name.
I guess that's easier than growing out of the name. You know what I mean? You got to do that workout and stuff, sweating. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that?
God, what if she'd have named me Slim? I might have a six-pack.
I tell you what, you'd be a model. That's what it is. You'd be on the cover of Vogue and all that good stuff. Well, I think it worked out for you. And this latest album, Ballads of the Broken, let's kind of talk about this crossover, because you're labeled a rapper. I mean, and I hate putting labels on things, because music, I think it flows. It can fit in so many different things. It means different things to different people. Did you anticipate that at all? I mean, when you're making the music, are you thinking, hey, I want this to go on the rock charts. I want this on the hip hop charts.
I didn't understand the importance of music having a genre name, but now that I understood, I knew that the music was going to just kind of naturally evolve. I just didn't know where it would land. I knew that I didn't want to just rap my whole life. I knew that I wanted to find my voice and find my passion for music. It's like real deeper. And it just kind of grew naturally, man. I never thought about it. I knew that whenever I started transitioning, I partnered with a record label, and they said, what do you need us for? And I said, radio. I was like, I've never, I don't know how to cross the genre line the right way and, really understand how that works. And they were like, you don't need anything else? I was like, I literally don't need anything else. I just need help. And I'd already had Ballads of the Broken recorded.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got a record. I was like, I think it leans rock. I was like, but I don't know. And then I played it for them, and then it just kind of happened. I knew that rock would be my home because I played my first Danny Wimmer Presents Festival 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I just remember how awesome it was and how open and receptive the fans were to it being different, And at that moment, I was like, this is clearly where I'll probably, end up at.
Well, I think there's always been a fun mix. I mean, we can even go back to, Walk This Way, Aerosmith, and Run DMC, putting that rock and hip hop rap together. So I don't think there's much contrast there in a sense, but it's interesting to see, because you can get hung up on labels and you can get hung up on genres and everything, which everyone is obviously not hung up on this, because you're hearing it all over the place. Dead Man Walking, huge single for you coming out of that. Was that kind of unexpected for you?
Yeah, never seen it coming from a mile away. I mean, literally, when I partnered with BMG, I turned the record in and I was like, cool, I thought we would start working on a record to take to radio after this one. And the people called me immediately and was like, this is like could be a hit. I was like, no way, dude. They were like, I swear to God, we're taking it to rock radio. And I could have never, if I'd have been in charge of picking a song, we'd still be waiting, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't know, And I knew I liked the song. I knew it had a good feeling,
Yeah.
And I just selfishly, I wrote the song because, it was a reflection of my own inner battles. And I wanted something a little more up-tempo to start the album with. Because I don't know if you've listened to the whole Ballads of the Broken. It's a short body of work. But, it gets a little, my music tends to at times get a little draggy. I'm a real kind of poetic writer. So unfortunately, tempo-wise, it's kind of, and I was like, yo, I want to do something rocking. You know what I'm saying? That's how Dead Man Walking came.
The sound that you were going for Dead Man Walking, that first single, you knew what the end product was, kind of maybe getting off script or maybe out of your comfort zone for that track?
I felt the need to start the next album off with something that just made you go like this. And we had all these songs wrote, and I was like, we're still missing that one, but I had this melody in my head, this dead man walking, dead man walking. And I just kept hearing it. I was like, that might be it. and we just started fiddling with it, and there it goes, baby. So
there it goes, baby.
Never would have guessed it'd be a top 5 rock radio record. Yeah, just there it goes.
You talked about Dead Man Walking and kind of a more personal song there, writing from experience, which I kind of take from you and reading on you. It seems like you pull a lot from that. Son of a Sinner, is that the same thing? Are you life experiences, your own personal kind of experience in that song?
Yeah, my music's extremely autobiographical, and it's also a reflection of the community in which I grew up in. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, even if it's not 100% my story, it's a story of the community. Yeah. And I've always looked at music this way, man. Some music is meant to be heard and some music's meant to be felt. And I always wanted to make music that made you feel something. Because the songs that meant the most to me and helped me the most in life were the ones that evoked emotion. I never listened to music from an artistic perspective of like, oh, that was a really cool riff. Mm-hmm. Or, oh, man, to me, it was top line driven. It was like, man, that makes me feel something, Yeah. So most of my music always leans that way. And even with Dead Man Walking, Son of a Sinner, same, but even more of an up-tempo record, I wanted to make sure that what we were saying made people feel something,
Yeah.
I love that I got a tweet from a person that's like a super rockhead. And they were like, look, man, at first I thought it was going to be too soft when I heard the dun-na-na-na-na. And then I heard, I threw my phone out of the window. I'm so over it. Yep. And he was like, I didn't have to hear the rest of the song. I instantly related. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I think about throwing my phone out of the window every day. You know what I'm saying? So once a day, he's like, I have a text message that makes me just want to break my phone.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was like, yeah. So to me, it was just relatability. That's what's cool about music, The latest album, Ballads of the Broken. We've heard Dead Man Walking. Now we're getting a taste of Son of a Sinner. You can get that. It's available now. Ballads of the Broken, Jelly Roll. Go check it out. Everyone's talking about it. Add it to your collection. Okay, let's go, baby.
I have a couple things. You had a mixtape called Whiskey, Weed, and Women, originally called Whiskey, Weed, and Waffle House, but Waffle House got on you and said, no, cease and desist. Is there any bad blood with Waffle House, or have you guys mended fences at this point?
Oh, we're good, man. I'm too fat not to go to Waffle House. They had me by the balls, man. I couldn't be like, I'll never eat Waffle House again. My boycott of Waffle House lasted until the first time I got drunk after they cease and desisted me. So 3 days later, go to Steak and Shake. And then I was like, Steak and Shake sucks. Nice. Take me to Waffle House.
You broke easy. You broke like that X you can't get rid of. I wish I could quit you, Waffle House.
Yeah, but I just can't, dude. You're my favorite drunk and hungover food. You know what I'm saying?
That is some premeditated drinking and Waffle House shenanigans. I don't think I've ever thought it that far through. I got to give you credit, man. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Dude, I have a PhD in buzz management. We should hang out.
Man, I don't know if I could, but I guess you could show me the ways. I mean, already I've learned so much. Sir. I've learned so much. Last thing.
Grasshopper.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm in the drunken Waffle House ways. I got some tats. I'm a big tattoo guy. Obviously, you're a fan. I know your lovely wife also has quite a few tattoos. So my question is, last one of the day, would you let your wife give you a tattoo, but you wouldn't know what it was until she was done and you saw it in the mirror?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
That's my best friend. She wouldn't goof me up.
See,
she'd take care. She'd be something cool.
Something cool. See, I guess maybe I need to reevaluate my wife and I's relationship because I would not let her do that. She would mark me with something.
Oh yeah, you'd have a unicorn humping a donkey or something, huh?
I'd have a traced penis outline. How did you trace it? What happened here? I don't know what happened. I am not happy about that. I think it's great that you would trust her to do that. That's a good relationship right there, my friend. That is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, again, Jelly Roll, the latest album, Ballads of the Broken, Son of a Sinner, out on the road, supporting it here on JJO. Congratulations on the success. Welcome to the crossover of the rock world, and we can't wait to hear more from you, man.
Dude, thank you for playing it, brother. Thank you all for listening.
Discover new music now on the homepage of WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts.